I don't know what you've heard. That Rick's being deceived. That the woman he put his trust in, the woman who was so honest with him, is not a woman after all. No, I am a woman. And there's nothing that you can say to make me feel ashamed.
I'm not trying to make you feel ashamed. I care about my son. And his whole persona is a lie.
That's not true.
Lead model, future matriarch. Do you really think Rick would have gone this far if he knew the truth?
Yes, I believe so. Rick cares about me. How I support him and love him, and that has nothing to do with how I was born.
He's building his whole life around a person he doesn't even know.
He knows me. And when he doesn't know, I will tell him.
When are you gonna tell him? When he's walking down the aisle? When he's in too far that he can't even get out?
That's not what I'm doing.
No, I know what you're doing. I'm watching you. You're very patient. You're planning everything perfectly. You're waiting till he gets tied in, and then you will confide in him. And I'm sure you have your sweet little speech that it doesn't matter because you're still the same woman that he fell in love with. But you know what? It does matter because you've been dishonest with Rick, just like the others.
Who told you this?
Ridge.
Ridge knows?
And my son's going to know very soon.
No, Rick will hear this from me. That has always been my intention.
When? When are you gonna tell him? You should have told him when you first started dating him.
I needed to be sure.
About what?
About Rick and our relationship.
Rick deserves to know the truth. You should have told him when he first kissed him. You should have told him when he invited you into his house to stay there. When he hired you as the lead model at Forster Creations. You could have told him all of those times.
That may even be true. But that is for me to decide and no one else. And it's not as easy as you seem to think it is. I'm not pretending to be anyone. I am not Myron, and I never really was. Look, I'm single, I'm self-supporting, and who absolutely needs to know about the way that I was born besides my doctor? And you know what? This way that you're talking to me, you wouldn't have said this stuff yesterday. But you find out and suddenly decide that I'm lower than life. Of course I would have thought long and hard before deciding to bring this kind of treatment into my life.
To hear you rationalizing about this, I'm sure that you've thought long and hard about it. You need to tell my son the truth.
And that has always been my plan. I will not marry Rick without telling him, so you can just get that out of your head. If he proposes, I will not accept until he accepts me. All of me.
You know he's going to propose to you very soon.
I've been suspecting. And if he does, I will tell him.
No, you're going to tell him before he proposes. You're not going to humiliate him like that.
Humiliate? What are you talking about?
Down on one knee with his ring in his hand? No, you are not going to treat him like that, Maya. You're not going to do that to him. You're going to tell him the truth. And you're going to tell him today. You're going to tell him that you're transgender. And if you don't, I will.